Alright, says I'm live. Hello. Another High Tide Imbibe. And this time we're looking at something new to me anyway, from North Brewing. And let's just... Probably won't be able to see that too well, but Pleasant Disposition IPA from North Brewing here in Nova Scotia. And we have the webpage up here from North Brewing Company. So $3.90 a can, which is actually pretty cheap these days for a 473 milliliter can of any sort of craft beer you can get on the NSLC shelves. But so 6.6% IPA made with Strata, Amarillo, and Sultana hops, and fermented with Vermont ale yeast from Escarpment Labs. That's about all you need there, and you can see it's a nice three-toed sloth hanging off a tree with the beer. So we'll stop sharing that crap. We'll come back. All right. Yeah, so the yeasts that they use in this, they're all of the sort of fruity side of things. Citrusy, fruity, can be tropical, depending on how you employ them in the actual brew. I think the what was it? The Strata hop also has, I guess, elements of cannabis, depending on how you use it. And it says on the can here, hop forward, aimable, laid back. And it doesn't say anything about it being a New England IPA. I mean, they've got their alternate reality, which is pretty much your New England style IPA. I'm kind of thinking this might be within that sort of same style. Yeah, dirty ass can there. All right, but we'll see. All right, so pour it here. All right, she is murky, but it's not. It's not necessarily your milkshake IPA or necessarily your hardcore New England. Looks a bit more orange on the actual camera than it does in real life. It's kind of a kind of looks like dirty piss, honestly. It's the first color that comes to mind. All right, so go right to the aroma here. Smells like just about every modern IPA. Big citrus component, mostly tropical mango, pineapple. It's not super perfumey though, which I appreciate. It's very laid back. Yeah, but there's a lot of that, like your mango, melon, pineapple sort of thing in there. Sort of a underlying just orange and lemon kind of quality. I wish there was more of that actually in the forefront. It smells all right though. Like I said, it's not super perfumey, so it's not bothering me any. I don't really dig on those super perfumey beers, especially when they got this like tropical shit going on or whatever. But all right, cheers. We'll go right to the taste. All right. A lot of the nose really dies away. in the actual taste. I think the first thing I notice is actually the bitterness. Very good bitterness level on this. Really builds up. I'm getting this sort of like lingering building bitterness in the background. What fruit flavors are there from the actual hops? A little bit of like pineapple. It seems like a lot of melon kind of flavor, which is, I generally find melon to be very almost a neutral flavor in a way. Definitely doesn't do much for me. And I seem to be getting more of that, like especially in the dryness that's coming out in the end, like a lot of melon with that. The pineapple and the other sort of more perfumey, fruity, tropical flavors are kind of thrown by the wayside a little bit on this sucker. Interesting. It's like fruity and estery, but it's hard to understand. It's just kind of like sweet, but without necessarily having those big fruit flavors, like variation of the fruit flavors and all that. It's just kind of nondescript in some regard. This isn't that hot. Not all that hot at all. The dryness is now on my tongue. It's like almost powdery, the way it's lingering. This isn't all that good. Yeah, and it's not like honestly, the finish of it is almost coming off like a champagne IPA, where it's just that like intense dryness. I don't know, man. This isn't all that great. It's pretty watery as well. It's not very not much body to it at all. Um, so I guess I just got to rate this as a standard IPA. I was kind of wondering if I was going to be, if this was going to end up being like New England IPA or whatever. But I don't think it really fits in that category all that well. So I'm just going to go with IPA. And I mean, it's got good bitterness. It's got a little bit of flavor. It's nothing knocking my socks off. I've definitely had far, far superior. I'll throw a 6 at it for style, I guess. It's vaguely. I mean, the bitterness is there, definitely, but doesn't really have much backing up the bitterness, flavor-wise or anything, body-wise. Personal preference, ugh. I bought 6 of these, too, for some stupid reason. I didn't look at them. Like, I was in a rush. It was last minute sort of, like, shopping the other day, and it was like, the liquor store was just flooded with people, and I wanted to get in and get out really quick without any sort of anxiety popping off and me ending up like fucking punching a motherfucker for going the wrong way and not following the fucking COVID arrows and all that shit, which was just happening rampantly in both places I shopped this week, the liquor store and the goddamn fucking Walmart. People are just asking for a fucking ass kicking. The way they weren't following the fucking arrows and shit, fucking motherfuckers. But yeah, I picked up 6 of these without really looking at what they were. I was just like, oh, IPA. It doesn't say anything special about it other than being an IPA. It doesn't list the hops or anything like that, so it's not like I could really educate myself too much on what was going to be in this. And then when I got it home after the fact and looked it up, it's like, oh, this might be a milkshake IPA or a fucking New England IPA or whatever the fuck. And turns out it's not even really that. It's just kind of there. This might be actually the worst beer I've had from North Brewing. Not into it. Not really into it. It's drinkable, but I might try to pawn them off on my brother or something like that. Because, I don't know. Yeah, so 6 for style, 6 for overall. Not great. Not great at all. North Brewing's done way better than this. This is not very pleasant, honestly. It's just kind of eh. But I'll choke this sucker down and maybe try to choke one or two down as well. One or two more of these down before I try to pawn the rest off on my brother. I'm sure he'll drink the fucking shit. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.